like to thank the member for Edinburgh West for bringing forward the debate. It's been great. We were looking forward to a 30-minute adjournment debate and a battle through and a quick exchange of views, but because nobody cares that much about national insurance contribution amendments, we've been given this extra time, which I won't take too much time over because a lot of it's been covered obviously by the previous speakers. No point in going over the old ground, but I would honestly genuinely like to say that at 9:10 on a Monday evening, there's nothing I'd rather be doing on my birthday than fighting the cause of something I truly believe in. But on the 19th of March 2019, the then Secretary of State for Health said that medical cannabis would be made available. Yes. Now, if I hear those words, and I'm the parent of a child who's going to benefit from that, I'm thinking it's going to be made available. I'm not expecting to jump through hoops. I'm not expecting to raise thousands of pounds of money to pay for it. My hopes would have been raised. Over 900 days, and typical of a child in that condition would have 30 seizures a day, 27,000 seizures in that timescale. If they had medical cannabis, it could be zero. But it will be made available someday. And after this time, I think the general frustration in this chamber is, why are we still talking about it? You know, we've said this a number of times in Westminster Hall and here and there, and we know everything that's been said today. I'm very glad the Minister has informed us. I'm genuinely glad that we're now in a situation where we're manufacturing some of these medicals here in the United Kingdom. It's a big step forward. However, we still rely on private prescriptions. And as was pointed out earlier on, the main provider of those private prescriptions is about to retire. And yet again, if I was a parent in that situation, this is a sort of Damocles hanging over me. It's the same idea as when we left EU, we couldn't get the medicines in, and we had to get an extension to January, into July, and now to next year. That's a ticking time bomb hanging over those young lives that we just don't need to have there. And the long and the short of it is, as we talk about this today, that people can't afford it or can't raise the funds for it. And during COVID, raising funds for many a charitable cause has been incredibly difficult. These people simply go without. Go without 27,000 seizures because you have to go without a medicine which you know is available and know will do the job for your child. It shouldn't be this way. In less time, we have developed, tested, rolled out a COVID vaccine across the United Kingdom. This vaccine didn't exist. It had to be tested. And we've done it. And I just have this concern within my mind that these kids are less of a priority. And what is the UK government going to do? How are they finally going to create a legal framework where GPs are comfortable writing prescriptions for cannabis-based medical products? Because if we could do that, that's a game changer. I know in Scotland, and I'm not playing politics with this, I've contacted the Scottish Government. If they get an NHS prescription, they will pay for it. The same thing has to apply down here. So let's facilitate that. Let's go to these doctors, explain to them what it is we're asking them to do, and give them the confidence to stand up and do it. If a senior clinician can do it, a GP can do it.
I thank the honourable gentleman for giving way. On the point that he's making now, I think it's really interesting because in COVID we've seen so many families really struggle, and also their children have been hospitalised, you know, and they're such vulnerable children that we're talking about this evening. But you know, the point that he is making is so valuable, and I'd like to thank him for all the work that he's doing on this, because together, cross-party, we will take this forward.
Yeah, thanks very much. The point that should not go amiss, this is very much a cross-party thing. You know? We're not going to split it down the lines, we're not going to fall out over this. You know? Other things we will fall out over, I am absolutely sure of that. But this has got strong cross-party support. When I look around this chamber here tonight and know the different politics we have, and yet we are united behind this cause, and the government should take real note of that. I know there's certainly a majority, a working majority of 80 or so. You know? But people within the Conservative Party are rightly backing this. So, not to keep any longer, I fully acknowledge that the last 20 months has been an incredibly demanding time for the Department of Health. We all get that, and we all appreciate what they've done during that time. But the time for talking is well and truly over, and the time for action has well and truly arrived.
Yeah, yeah.